It's the other way around. I'll be doing the English one. It's okay. We both speak Spanish. So, good evening, family, friends, and faculty. Thank you all for joining us this evening on behalf of the Phoenix College Nursing graduating class of 2016. And now, my fellow nursing students, let's take a moment to reflect on January 20th, 2015, which for many of us was the very first day of nursing school. And does anybody remember the moment when they told you to look around the room because not all of us would be making it to the end? That left quite an impression on me. And now look around the room because you have made it. We made it to the very first practicum, the first blood pressure, counting the heart rates, hoping to God that I didn't get Coach Tidwell. I felt my heart beat right out of my chest like I do now, and I thought I'd never stop sweating. So many frantic and stressful moments, yet we made it. And then there was another side to nursing school. It was the fantastically funny side. The first time I heard and saw a picture of the jackknife position, and I'm still begging the universe that I never get in that position in a room full of nurses and doctors. That side of nursing school that gave us drawers full of removable body parts, and you're picking it up saying, I think this belongs to something. And I'm not quite sure how to attach it. Yeah, you have to be up in the second floor in the nursing building to know what kind of body parts I'm talking about. Getting to know each other, feeling that our heads were going to explode because of all the knowledge we've gained. It's just incredible how far we've come. And getting to know each other, learning while laughing, I'm going to miss those times. I'm going to miss those times with all of you. We have grown. We have become wonderfully capable nurses in spite of the fear that we felt in Block 1. We chose to be determined, tenacious, compassionate, kind, and caring, all the things that are making us great nurses. Do you realize, audience, what a microcosm of the world this group of 71 students are? Coming from all over the world, representing at least 15 different states in the United States, Mexico, Rwanda, and Vietnam. Different ethnic backgrounds, speaking 7 different languages, including Vietnamese, Kinyarwanda, Italian, French, Navajo, Spanish, and English. We collectively have 78 children among us, the oldest being 30 years old and the youngest being born 4 weeks ago. We also have 28 spouses and partners. We have moms and dads who have supported and love us. To our family, children, spouses, partners, and friends, thank you. We appreciate the sacrifices you have made to help us recognize our dream of becoming nurses. I appreciate you. To the faculty and staff, especially our professors, don't cry, who dedicated themselves to cultivating a new class of nurses. Your support and encouragement has influenced our future. You are true agents of change. Right now, I want to ask you all to remind yourself of your why. Okay. Why did you become a nurse? I polled you guys, and you guys said to be a part of something big, to help people, to make a difference. Those are the simple answers. A lot of us are driven by more complicated reasons, wrapped up in past experiences full of joy and pain. For me, this night is the culmination of 11 years of my life coming true. And as many of you know, my husband and I lost our oldest daughter in 2005, and the first person I recall speaking to me was a nurse in the emergency department, and I remember her face, the color of scrubs she wore. She shared with me that 19 years earlier, she too had lost her firstborn. I looked at her face, and for the first time since I walked into the hospital, I remember my lungs filling with air. I tried to memorize her face because I knew that if this woman could still be standing here 19 years later, I could do it too. It would be a few months later that my husband and I decided to take the first steps to changing our career. He graduated and became an RN in 2011, and then it was my turn. Now, for some of us, the road took much longer than 11 years. It's been a long dream in the making. Whatever your why, they have all led you to this moment in time. All of the sacrifice. We have exemplified perseverance, determination, and drive, all to fulfill our dream of becoming nurses. The road was not easy, but it was worth it. I will never forget my why. It will keep me steady and strong on the days I feel overwhelmed. I feel strongly that if we can survive what has brought us here and nursing school, then we really could survive anything. Next month, we'll take and pass our NCLEX that we've been diligently preparing for. We will find jobs, and the dragons we slayed in nursing school will not look so scary. However, we will have new ones to conquer. I want you to hold on to the friendships you've made in this room, because we will experience the same up and downs that first year as an RN. Maintain your sense of humor, as it's going to be your saving grace on those rough days. Finally, always remember your why, so you don't get lost along the way. So I want you guys all to imagine something with me. We're walking into our first unit as an RN with our scrub pockets lined with everything that we've learned here, including some flip flushes and whatever else we put in there. Our heads are going to be held up high, and our first patient looks up to us for help and reassurance. You have the knowledge, you have the tools. Now raise the head of the bed to 30 degrees. Make sure you turn the O2 on, and glove up and get your nursing on. Thank you.